a major league podcast of our own. My God, I think the tally now is up to like, Jesus Christ, 27, 28 podcasts, and it doesn't matter because I can talk about this kind of stuff all day, every day. Brand new show debuting right here. Me, Travis from Hibiki TMD, alongside my brand new co-host, debuting on the channel for the first time ever, the brainchild, so to speak, of this entire thing and the title of the show. And we're just essentially two friends who, you know, shooting the shit and stuff. One day, hey, you like MLW too? Yeah. And like literally, man, none of our other friends really watch MLW. So it's like we're clinging on to each other. We said, fuck it. We're going to do it. Shooting from the hip. TJ Duck, what's going on, man? Welcome to the show. Welcome to a major league podcast of our own. Where can everyone catch you on Twitter? How are you? What's going on?
Dude, I'm doing pretty damn good. But yeah, like you said, we were in the chat talking about MLW. You know, everybody else is like, "What the fuck are y'all talking about?" And they're like, fuck you. This is the greatest show there is. But on Twitter, you can catch me at @lawmance_. And I've got a cute Gizmo Duck picture as my profile.
Sure do. Sure does. You'll know it's him it's a DuckTales avatar, usually, or something duck.
It always is. All my accounts are.
Yeah. For a while, when I first met you guys, it was like the goddamn Disney was taking over my timeline. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's like an invasion.
And you were wanting to be Cloud Kicker. And we're like, hell no, dude. You gotta be a duck.
It's so weird too. Did you see that guy? Sometimes like they like some of the shows that tweet out. They made a Kit Cloud Kicker account. And I thought it was one of you guys fucking with me, but it turns out it wasn't.
No, that was not us. That would I'm not that smart to do that, or that tech savvy to do that.
Here to talk about MLW. Somehow we're talking about Tailspin characters. You can follow me on Twitter at the Hibiki TMD. That red button right down below. Hit it for all the best retro gaming, pro wrestling, heavy metal podcasts, Terry Bollea press conferences, variety streams, everything in between. And if you're catching us on ProWrestlingJournal.com, we are the official podcast network of PWJ. Thank you to Drew Oberyn and everybody out here. Fantastic writers. If it happened in a ring, they're your thing. And my God, MLW sure shit happens in a ring, and it is my thing, and it is up there right now. I gotta say, yes, I do the alternative with Colin. Yes, I do NXT UK. I love NXT UK. I can, you know, give or take AEW. My two favorite promotions right now going weekly consistently are the NWA and MLW. And finally, people are starting to get on the NWA train, but MLW still, what is wrong with you guys? So criminally underrated, TJ.
I know. I don't get it. I mean, they consistently put out great shows. I've been to a couple of live shows, and shit, they are awesome. People, I keep telling people, give MLW a chance. Give MLW a chance. You're gonna love it. It just falls on deaf ears. I don't get it.
You know, for a long time, for a couple of years, I've always kind of thought maybe it confuses people because forever, until it relaunched in 2017, MLW was just like a podcast network and like a website. So maybe it's like people weren't putting two and two together. But at this point, it's been back for 3 years. Because originally MLW debuted in 2002. I had to look this up, by the way. And it folded in 2004. And it took a 13-year break, came back, relaunched in 2017. Still Court Bauer, the founder. He's running it still. But yeah, I don't know what people aren't connecting the dots. What do you think it is about MLW that's not catching?
I don't know. It's maybe because it's on a network called BN that nobody knows, but that doesn't matter because NWA is on YouTube, and then MLW puts their shows on YouTube. It really confuses me because you got guys like MJF, you got guys like Jimmy Havoc who are well known up in AEW and beyond, but those same people who are fans of them don't know MLW.
And thankfully, though, I think people are, you know, because of the MJFs in AEW and the appearances of Jimmy Havoc and so many guys, people are starting to learn of MLW's existence, and I feel like it's getting more eyes on it now than ever. Finally, they're starting to turn the corner a little bit, but it's still, I mean, honestly, I can see all of Dynasty in AEW eventually, but I feel like it's going to take a bigger name for like tons of eyes to shift and catch, and for MLW to, you know, get people to notice it. I mean, hell, when La Park is your champion and people still aren't talking, I mean, I don't get it. I'm with you, man. I really don't get it. And there isn't a wrestling product out there right now I could recommend more than MLW. If you've never seen MLW, stop this show right now. Go watch an episode, but come back. By all means, please come back. It's you're not going to be disappointed, and it's not like I say constantly in the alternative, TJ, where I feel like AEW is very good at variety. It has something for everyone in a way. Yes, I loathe the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega for the most part, but I don't have to watch that segment because I know Pac will have a kick-ass segment. MJF and Cody are going to be tearing it up. I have something to look forward to. Whereas MLW isn't that. It's just kick-ass, in-your-face wrestling, what's been sorely missing, a streamlined product where every guy, for the most part, on the show feels like they could tear me a new asshole in real life. And I miss those days.
Oh, exactly. I mean, I was watching the latest episode right now, and like Eric Stevens, he just debuted, and you were thinking that, okay, this is going to be a squash match for him. He's going to rip this dude apart, but it was actually a really good, legit, hard-hitting match.
Mm-hmm.
It's stuff like that with like these bigger names that they will come into MLW, and they're going to just feed this guy to him. It's going to squash. No, they fucking work, dude. They fucking work.
Very rarely do you get an enhancement match like that. And I was thinking the same thing. I was just, I kind of had my phone in hand just waiting to glance at it because I smelled a squash match coming with the Eric Stevens match this week. But no, we didn't get that. Stevens was banged up a little bit after the match, I noticed.
Oh, that match was great.
By the way, Eric Stevens, I think he's great. He's tremendous, but I cannot unsee one of my friends were like, that's like the bastard love child of Johnny Gargano and Aleister Black just mixed together.
Oh, shit, I just saw that. I can't see it now, too. Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. No, I'm looking forward to seeing what he does, and I know on the little, I love that, too, where they do, like, a pre-match promo literally right before they go out, right, sometimes. He said he'll go right up to Davey Boy Smith and challenge him. That's why he's here. So I don't think they're going to wait and pull in the trigger anytime soon. I think they're going to thrust him in the main event scene here pretty quick.
Oh, I think so, too. Yeah. And, I mean, who doesn't want to see him versus Jacob Fatu? That match would be killer.
Right now, if you had to, one guy in all of MLW across the board.
Okay, yeah. Who do you think I'm going to say? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the question is. The one guy in MLW. Who do you think I'm going to say?
Oh, man, sir.
What? Hammerstone.
Oh wait, that's right. I did the gimmick voice and everything for nothing. Hammerstone is what I meant to say. I swerved.
All right, go with your question now, and just know the answer is going to be Hammerstone unless it's not.
The one guy, you already answered it. The one guy in MLW across the boards, it's the total package right now, not named MJF, who's basically on his way out anyway, Hammerstone. And that's why this is going to be an interesting show, because mine is Richard Holiday, and I love Hammerstone, but our guys are like those, we're right there neck and neck. I can totally see Richard Holiday in a position of Randy Orton in 10 years. He just reminds me of Randy Orton so much, where somebody has everything, their mannerisms, their work rate. That guy's money, absolute money.
Oh, I completely agree. I think Holiday is awesome. His whole thing about the people being consumers, and he looks like a TV weatherman, and he's great. And just the way him and Hammerstone play off of each other, that's one of the highlights of MLW, among many highlights of MLW.
For sure. And those unaware, Dynasty, MJF, Alexander Hammerstone, Richard Holiday, and now Gino Medina. Pretty much the Four Horsemen is the type of stable it has, these rich, cocky guys. You could guess for MJF. Yeah. And, I mean, Gino Medina, brand new to the group, and it's got to grow on me. I tweeted out the other day. But the three other guys, all money, all could have been the face of the company, in my opinion. Any one of them.
And I was telling you that I had a theory about Gino Medina.
Let's hear it.
Well, they're starting to feud with Mance Warner now. I don't see Hammerstone or Holiday doing like death matches with Mance Warner. I think they're going to feed Gino to him.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting because he's more of the, he comes from AAA, right? Or CMLL or one of them.
I'm not sure where he comes from.
But his style is even more, what was his match, Septimo Dragon and him this week? He's more of a high-flying lucha style more than the other two, right?
Yeah, but both those other guys can fly too.
That's true. That is true. And that back again, why I totally, if Richard Holiday is my 1, TJ, then Hammerstone is my 1B. I mean, I'm right there with you. It's just like picking your favorite children with those two. You go either way.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah.
Who do you think's the most?
I'm waiting for them to turn on each other. That's what I'm waiting for.
I'm thinking for the inevitable dynasty split, and I think if they do that, I mean, I cannot see Richard Holiday as a babyface at all. At all.
Oh, me neither. mean, Hammerstone, he's already, I mean, in previous matches, like where he had I think he had to face MJF in the one of the Opera Cup matches. And no, he was facing Davey Boy Smith in an Opera Cup match. And he went to go shake Davey Boy Smith's hands afterward, and MJF got all pissed off. And Hammerstone was like, "What the hell, dude? We had a good match."
Yeah, I totally feel like if that shakeup ever happens, they're gonna make Hammerstone their babyface out of it, most definitely.
I think so. I think so for sure.
It's another thing we haven't talked about. Some of the names of the titles in MLW I really like. They're so outside the box, like the National Open Heavyweight Championship.
And that is Hammerstone's.
It is, which essentially means any weight division can challenge whoever.
Yeah.
And that was him this week in there with the Lucha guy.
Oh, who did he fight? I can't remember.
I think it was Aerostar, right? And he ripped his mask off for the finish.
I don't remember. I didn't watch the episode. I was there, so I'm trying to remember back from when I was actually there watching it.
Yeah, we didn't even bring that up. They just had, 5 episodes or something worth of Dallas tapings, and you were there. And I got to say, man, you guys were so energetic. Even though a lot of these guys were unknowns, I feel like a lot of these unknowns in the match, by the end of it, the work rate, you guys were on your feet for them and invested.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and that goes to show, like we were saying before about, like, Eric Stevens. Like, he really put over that guy, that unknown guy. I think his name was, like, Douglas James or something like that.
Yeah. Something like that. Even that one guy, the new guy in Team Filthy, the new, I want to call him Royce Gracie Jr., but that's not his name. It's Dominic. There you go, Dominic something. You guys were even kind of into that match, and that guy's sloppy as shit. And I know he's only been in the business for a little bit, but still.
Well, he's got like a straight just MMA background. So, I mean, it makes sense that they put him on Team Filthy, since Lawler's got that huge MMA background.
But
so I don't know if
credit to Dominic, too, in that match that kind of said he was sloppy. And he was in there with Zenshi, and they didn't have a terrible match by the end of it. It was watchable.
I'm trying to remember the match. God, I was actually pretty drunk that night.
Here's my question. All right, when the Von Erichs came out, you were there. There's two ladies in the dresses. Were you still coherent enough to remember that, where they gave them the flowers and Dynasty attacked them?
I do not remember that. I don't remember that.
There was a part during the Von Erichs entrance, like obviously I think they were plants, but these two beautiful women in evening gowns handed them like the yellow Von Erich roses, right, classic, and then Dynasty attacked them for the tag title match. I was just going to ask if those women were sitting there the entire time because I didn't really pay attention, but I highly doubt it. It's like in an NXT takeover, we're like, oh, Scott Hall's hanging out. No, Scott Hall was there for 5 minutes, and then he went backstage.
Well, the thing about an MLW show is, it's like, yeah, you have your seats assigned, but everybody moves around so much, and you can just go to any part of the arena that you want and just stand there. So, I mean, they could have been anywhere in the arena and then just walked up there, That's very cool, actually. I mean, maybe it's just a Dallas thing, because that reminds me of what the sportatorium would be like back in the day. I feel like just go anywhere. No, it's so much fun, and then everybody's just happy, and everybody's just, yeah, come stand by me next to the barricade. Come over here. Come do this. Come do that.
Very
and
cool.
then they all come out there in between matches and after the show and meet everybody. It's totally freaking cool.
That is pretty sweet, man. I gotta say, for a more well-known indie to do that still, that's essentially like I'm not going to say Outlaw Mud Show because that's disrespectful to the workers, but the ones at the high school gym every month, the lower indie, they do that, but you don't hear like ROH really. Maybe ROH does it. I've never really been to an ROH show, so couldn't tell you.
I have been to an ROH show. They didn't come out and do that, but Marty Scurll did come and talk with every single person around the ring and take pictures with them.
I hear that about Marty a lot. He's very down to earth and very, welcoming of his fan base. Here's something.
He's short.
I mean, I could look on TV and tell that. Here's something I wondered watching these tapings from Dallas that you don't have to be drunk or sober to know. Just the feeling in the air when the Von Erichs are out there. Was it more or less, like y'all still remembered the time from World Class, or was it more or less newer fans and younger fans that didn't really know, or was it really that nostalgic feeling in the air? People love the Von Erichs still.
People love the Von Erichs. I mean, it was not the whole, oh, hey, it's the Von Erichs, these new guys coming out. It was nostalgia. It was a lot of older wrestling fans just like really going crazy. Just like me and my buddy who I go to the shows with, we would be talking to people like at the hotel or whatever. Yeah, we're going to see MLW. The Von Erichs are there, and they're like, oh my God, I remember the Von Erichs from way back when. Oh, that's so amazing. I didn't know they were here. Just the reaction in the Dallas area in general of us saying, yeah, we're going to see the Von Erichs. They just, completely geek out.
So crazy, man, because then, all like the WWE propaganda documentaries, they always talk about like how they were essentially gods in their prime. And you hear stories like that from real people, and it really were. To this day, that legacy is insane.
Oh, they were. And people would be like, oh, I remember seeing the Von Erichs, way back when at the Sportatorium and stuff like that. Yeah, they are pretty revered there.
And I think the best part about this is, especially every match I've seen them in the past year and a half, not when they were like debuted in TNA years ago, because they were brand fucking new, but now they really, the Von Erichs, Marshall, and Ross, the new generation, there's definitely something there. These kids are stars.
Oh, I agree. They got the talent, they got the looks, they got everything.
I would say Ross, definitely right. Like if I had the book right now and I had to choose right now to make my guy out of either, I'd have to go Ross.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's the one that got to go against Lawler. I'm guessing Marshall will at some point, but Ross is more of the over guy out of the two.
Yeah, not to discredit Marshall, he has a great look too, just a different kind of look, and I love that he does the bare feet like his dad. That's great.
That is cool. I like that too.
I think the one guy we can probably both agree on, not named Hammerstone, not named Richard Holiday, who has the most upside as a future star, has got to be Flying Brian Jr.
Oh, 100%. That
guy is, shout out to him. Hopefully it's in the works still, coming on the channel and talk some games, not wrestling. But man, he's super nice for one, and that's always bonus points. Every time I've interacted with him, treats people with the utmost respect, very classy dude. But man, just money. The immediate words that comes to my head when I look at that kid is fucking money. And I love that he uses his dad's old music, and I love that he wears his dad's old tights and the mullet and just the whole shebang. It's great.
Oh, he's fantastic. I can't even say enough about him, how great he is.
And thank God, man, we're finally in an era where like a lot of these second or third generations aren't David Flair, where these kids actually have talent, because there was a while, especially in the Attitude Era, where like sons of or daughters of, they didn't really get the genes. But now we're in that era where, man, all these, this Davey Boy Smith Jr., to talk about, all these guys, there's so much talent, and you just see it in the gene pool,
Oh, I agree. And yeah. Pillman and Davey Boy Smith Jr. together. I don't even know if Hart Foundation is still together with Teddy Hart gone. But
yeah.
God, they are fantastic. Because they're two of those guys that are going to be out there like talking with people, and they talk with you. It's really, really cool.
That had to be a big blow creative wise to lose Teddy for now with all the the arrests and stuff.
Yeah, well, I guess that's why he dropped the belt to Myron Reed.
I feel like they were going to have some kind of lockdown match with them and Contra eventually, like 3-on-3, but I guess we're not going to get that.
Well, yeah, and there's my one gripe with MLW. Now that you bring up Contra Unit and Hart Foundation, everybody is in a faction.
Yeah,
and it's so difficult sometimes to. What faction is fighting which faction and why?
Dynasty. Conan's guys for a while. I don't think it's a group anymore, but it was. Like he still manages certain guys, but it's not a stable anymore.
And we haven't seen Los Promocianos in a while.
Let's do it, man. Let's bring up the elephant in the room. The first thing we think when we hear Contra Unit is NES. And as much as I love Jacob Fatu and his mouthpiece and the group, and the theme music is evil sounding, and just these evil foreigners, pal. The name's got to be changed. I'm sorry. You can't. It's like you're taking something that's so ingrained, especially, I feel like video games and wrestling fans always kind of go hand in hand anyway. They're one and the same. You can't, it's like taking a group, say I got Little Guido and Toady Mom Luke, and I'm going to call them Super Mario Brothers. You know? You can't do that.
I like the name Contra Unit. It doesn't bother me. I do think of Contra, obviously, but no, I like it.
Man, Jacob Fatu, though. Thank God for Jacob Fatu, because I feel like if he wasn't in that group, it would come off so hokey.
It would. That dude is amazing. Well, Samael is a good mouthpiece too.
He is, but if you're a mouthpiece for, say he's only got Simon Gotch in there, right? I mean, it's not going to be taken as serious, I don't think, at all, right?
No, yeah, I agree with that, 100%.
We talked about how criminally underrated MLW is. I think one of the most criminally underrated guys in the entire world right now. It is unreal how Jacob Fatu is not on more top lists, top whatevers. This guy can, Jesus Christ. People talk about Keith Lee, the same thing here. Except when I see this guy, I feel like he's going to rip my spine out of my body like Sub-Zero. Keith Lee's like, oh, he's going to loan me $5 or give me a hug or something. You know what I mean? Totally different.
No, yeah, exactly. Fatu's going to come out there and kill you. I mean, I still remember his debut when he came out there after Low Key and Tom Lawler had their cage match. And freaking Fatu climbs to the top of the cage and does a moonsault onto Tom Lawler. And was like,
crazy.
This motherfucker is huge, and he just did that.
Yeah, and that's his finish every match, too, which is even more crazy. And he looked like he literally killed Pillman when he hit it. It looked stiff as shit.
Yeah.
And guys, I do got to reiterate, I know we're a little all over the place. It's kind of like the pilot or the introduction episode. We will be reviewing MLW Fusion weekly right here. We're just kind of getting our foots in the door and testing some water. So have no fear. We're going to get it streamlined and a rhyme to our madness and a method and all that stuff. But until then, we're going to talk about guys we like, and let's do it, man. We kind of did a little bit. What's certain things for the most part, besides all the stables, what doesn't hit for you with MLW you think they could work on? It's tough because there's so much good.
I know. I'm sitting here trying to think of something.
Yeah.
Sometimes the storylines aren't exactly coherent. It's probably my biggest gripe. I can't really think of anything. It really is just the stables, the amount of stables and which stable's going after which stable, and who is in which stable at times.
I feel like the only one complaint I really have besides that, it's not even like the booking of a show type thing. It's actually booking of the goddamn show, like hooking up with other promotions, not just AAA. And it's easy for me to say, right? I'm not running a goddamn wrestling company, but and I said this on the alternative, I don't know, till my dying breath, TJ, there is no reason that we shouldn't have got Brian Pillman Jr. and Jushin Liger on his farewell tour. Not MLW could put that on, really? They couldn't let him borrow Liger? Bullshit. MLW, I feel like it's kind of on them too. They should do a better job at just promotion and getting their name out there. And it's can't kill them. See what sticks. Throw it at the wall.
Well, I agree. They completely dropped the ball with that. I think part of the Pillman thing is that MLW's got a working relationship with Noah. I don't know how much competition they are with New Japan. But surely something could be worked out because MLW does lend out their talent a lot, obviously with like MJF and Jimmy Havoc being in AEW.
Yeah.
So that is something that they definitely all dropped the ball on.
And if it's more on New Japan, I kind of see it as a standpoint of a couple years ago when TNA let WWE borrow Ric Flair for the Four Horsemen, and in turn they let him borrow Christian. It's Liger. It's his farewell tour, I'm sure. You know what I mean? Like, I'm with you. They could have. What?
They could have done something there very easily.
It's just people that don't know of just certain things in the past couple of years since the relaunch of MLW. We've seen the return of the Dan the Beast Severin. We've seen Laparca as champion, as I said. We've seen Savio Vega wrestling in the past couple of weeks. And I got to give it to Savio, man. He can still get it. He's a couple steps behind. But, I mean, it's Savio. It's not like he's in a wheelchair, for Christ's sakes.
He was after Hammerstone got him.
You didn't get to hear it live, but when you went back and rewatched it, man, some of the takes that Holiday and MJF had on some of these fucking guys were, brutal.
Yeah. And like we were saying before the show started, I could see Hammerstone and Holiday joining AEW at one point and reforming the dynasty with MJF. I think that would actually be really cool.
I kind of see him getting involved at Revolution. I really do. I see another talent exchange type deal. I just think that MLW is kind of keeping this low key. But right now, do they really want to lose all three of those guys? I don't.
Well, no. I don't think no, I mean, definitely they don't want to lose them all. I mean, MJF's already gone. The Dallas show was his last show. But I don't know. I guess I can see Hammerstone and Holiday showing up. That would be kind of cool. I mean, I don't think the AEW fans would know who it is because they probably all sleep on MLW too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they didn't know who a lot of guys were at first, like Wardlow. AEW's kind of been forced to do that as a brand new promotion with unsigned talent. I feel like if it was going to be Hammerstone or Holiday, I would see Holiday interfering. But I still think at the match of Revolution, I think Brandy's going to cost Cody somehow. I smell a swerve.
Yeah, gotta be.
Something like that.
I can see that too.
And I know it's not an AEW show, but there's no fucking reason Tully Blanchard should be managing Sean Spears and not MJF right now. Jesus Christ.
Sean Spears even on the show? I haven't seen him in forever. You just do the dark matches?
He's sitting up dark every now and then. But,
yeah. What are we talking about AEW for?
I know, I was about to say, man, I'm excited, this show. I'm excited to talk about Fusion Weekly. I'm excited to see what the future holds for MLW. And, I mean, there's so much talent right down there right now in MLW. We didn't even cover all the guys. I mean, we barely talked about Old Manser.
Well, the Southern Psychopath. I got his blood on me at the show. That was pretty cool.
Is that before or after the photographer's ass crack got in the way of your good picture?
It was after.
Good deal. For those of you longing for a guy like Steve Austin, longing for this anti-hero, hell, even fans of the Sandman from ECW, all 5 of you, you got it right here, Mance Warner. Nobody knows this guy exists. This guy is great. This guy obviously reminds you of Steve Austin, but he's so much different than Steve Austin at the end of the day. A different ring style, not as much finesse as a Stunning Steve back in the day. It's always entertaining when Mance Warner is on your screen. Check him out. Check it out.
Oh, he's just a pure brawler. He's got so much charisma. His promos are just so freaking good.
I love how he just hands people the worst fucking beer in the world and they act like it's Cristal. Like, oh my God, thank you. Natty Light.
Yeah, thanks for the Natty Light. Appreciate it.
You might as well hand him PBR while you're at it. Jesus. No, but I like what they're booking him in right now. It makes total sense. Feuding with the snobby Dynasty guys and sneaking into shows and corrupting security outside and costing them the titles. And it went off without a hitch. You guys ate it up at the taping. So I'm liking me some Mance Warner right now, for sure.
Oh, at the tapings, we had no idea about the Dynasty stuff, like why he was there came out there for Dynasty. Yeah. They do all those promo tapings like after the show, or like the next day, I think. So it's kind of like, okay, why is Mance Warner out here?
Gotcha. Plus, you had just seen him in that barbed wire match with Jimmy Havoc, right?
That was the last match of the night.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Yeah, that's another thing about the live shows is they're not in order of how they actually appear on TV.
Oh, so it's completely sporadic how they put them on TV. Gotcha. See, look at that. My main man. That's why I started the MLW show with this guy right here. My hot takes on the streets. This guy, Scoops. He knows.
I mean, it took like 45 minutes for them to put up that barbed wire. So that was definitely the last match. The match right before that was Davey Boy Smith versus Timothy Thatcher.
Yeah.
Where they didn't have the ropes up. And the reason they didn't have the ropes up was because they needed to have something going on to keep the masses entertained while they got the barbed wire ready.
Hey, it makes sense to me. I mean, 2 birds, 1 stone. Am I right?
Yep.
But this was 1 bird and 1 stone. A hell of a debut right here on a League of Our Own podcast. Major League of Our Own podcast. I'll get the name down eventually as soon as we get a logo up. TJ, man, thank you so much for doing this with me, taking the time out of your day to talk some MLW. Next time we do this, we'll be talking some Fusion. Want to bring it up again. This is the man behind the plane right here, and your good buddy too behind, bringing Ace Austin to the channel. Coming soon. That's going to be a Hibiki High Spots episode. But we come back. TJ is going to be my co-host for that too. But we come back the next time on this. We'll be talking some MLW Fusion. Until then, one more time, TJ, where can everyone catch you on Twitter?
At lawman_.
Sounds good to me. And as always on Twitter at the Hibiki TMD. I'll stop rhyming like an asshole, I promise, until you get over to ProWrestlingJournal.com and check out all these fantastic writers. If it happened in a ring, they're your thing. Until next time, see you then.